SuperWomen.
Shackles on my feet, they won't let me be.
Hey,
Won't you set me free?
hey,
Break this on me.
hey.
Shackles on my feet, oh, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free? Break this on me.
Welcome, y'all. This is sharing to my page.
I've been going through so much, I swear these people let my go. That's on me, that's on mama shit. On my mama, I can't
Come on, y'all. Come on in the room. Hey, hey.
Get your fat straight. Homie, that I rise up on it like a tax rate. Keep my past straight. Never lack faith. I've been working, they gon' have to hold me back, man.
Hey, Felicia. Thanks for tuning in. I gotta share this one more out to my other page. Yeah, they don't let me be. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Renata. Y'all, I'm so excited, y'all. Hey, Lisa. Let me share my other page real quick, y'all. Okay. All right. Welcome, guys. I'm just so excited, y'all. I'm really excited because God, right there, he's talking about God a lot right now. Hey, I'm not religious per se, but hey, that's the one that's doing it for me. That's who's moving the thing. God and my spiritual ancestor. Hey, I like this song right here, y'all. Called "Set Me Free" by Lecrae and YK Osiris. My feet, yeah, they won't let me be. Set me free, hey. Break this hold on me. That's what he's saying. Break this hold on me. Hey, hey. Y'all like this song? All right, guys. I am back, guys. Happy Thursday. It is the month of September. Y'all already know what this month is. SuperWoman Still Standing month, guys. I'm excited because we are in the beginning of the month, but on Saturday it's the 12th. So we'll be like halfway done with this month. All my SuperWomen are checking in. Miss Lisa checking in. Renata checking in. Felicia checking in. Guys, I want to do a discussion on today, actually. Number one, if you can tell by the title, and anybody that's watching the replay, I appreciate you watching the replay. I appreciate y'all watching the replay. If you are watching the replay, thank y'all so much. Hey y'all on Periscope. Hey y'all on YouTube land. I am streaming on all my platforms: Facebook, YouTube. I'm about to say Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and on Periscope. So hey, how y'all doing? In Periscope land, I know y'all can't comment when you're watching the live. I mean, watching the replay, but I can see your comments over here, guys. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for someone uncooked smells. Thank y'all for tuning in. See, look, there my SuperWomen checking in. We got Annalise checking in with Black Girls Do Ride. Black Girls Do Ride. And we got my girl Evangela. Yes, Evangela in Albany with the I Am Legacy Daycare. I'm excited, y'all, because guess what? When I say God is doing some things, he is. Because ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. We are going to be talking about today healing the SuperWoman. SuperWoman is not what is not. And we're going to talk about some fallen SuperWomen, Tamla, Horsford, and Breonna Taylor, as well as SuperWomen Still Standing Expo on next Saturday. But guys, I'm so excited. Number one, if you have not registered for the expo yet, guess what? You need to register. You need to register for this expo because I'm about to shut it down, right? You're like, what, Theron? I'm about to shut registration down because Zoom can only hold so much. All right, we got Miss Shabria checking in. Yes, the SuperWomen are checking in. Check in, SuperWomen. Let me know that you are on this live. I'm excited, guys, because guess what? I'm 3 people from my goal. 3. Say 3. You ready to go to the bathroom? Can't do it, Remy. Put 3 in the comment. 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 I'm almost near my goal for registration for the Expo, y'all. And I just asked God for me to get it next week. Hey, Amelia. Amelia. Miss Amelia does photography, and she's a notary, and she sells paparazzi jewelry. Hey, Anita. Hey, Anita. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, 333. Oh, Black Girls Do Ride. Yes, that's Miss Annalise. Annalise with Black Girls Do Bike. I said ride. It's bike. Sorry. Black Girls Do Bike. It's not ride. Black Girls Do Bike. But guess what? Y'all, I'm 3 people away from my goal of hitting 100 registrants for the Expo, guys. I'm excited. 3. I know I'm going to get it by the end of the night. I'm going to get my 3 and I'll be at 100. I'll be at 100. So that's what I'm happy about. Let's talk about the title of this is Finding the Strength in You. And that is one of the words in the song SuperWoman by Alicia Keys. SuperWoman by Alicia Keys. Finding the strength in you. We as women, we somehow find the strength. We find that kryptonite. We just actually find the strength to keep on moving. And on some days, we like, how did I even do this? How did I even do this? And we as superwomen, and I keep saying superwomen because you're like, what? People like, oh, the superwomen. Yeah, please share. Oh, you said share the link. Okay, then put it in the comment. Hold on. Some days we like, how did I even do this? How did I even do this? And we as superwomen, and I keep saying superwomen because you're like, what? People like, oh, the superwomen. Yeah, please share. Oh, you said share the link. Okay, then put it in the comment. Hold on. Some days you like, how did I even do this? How did I even do this? And we as superwomen. Oh, there you go. There's a link right there, y'all. Okay. But we do find the strength. There's the link in there, and the link should be right here. I just switched scenes. Okay. But we find the strength. And it just comes. And okay, I was looking with the word up, super. Because people like, oh, you don't have to be no superwoman and da-da-da. And, it's all about people's opinions about what they think a superwoman is. But if you just define the word supersonic. Super means very good, pleasant, excellent. So are you a pleasant woman? Are you an excellent woman? Are you a very good woman? That's what super means. Extra. We be extra. So super means particularly as an adverb, but it also means as an adjective, very good, pleasant, excellent, of good quality. It means to a great or extreme degree. Having a greater influence. Superwoman. Having a greater influence. The best. Hey, look, all my superwomen are checking in. Yes. Look, my superwomen are checking in. My girl Shantae. That's what super means. So, we're going to get into talking about superwoman is not. Superwoman is not doing everything and exhausting yourself and not have enough energy for yourself. Superwoman is not being wearing your S on your chest all the time. Sometimes you got to cover it up. Yes, Shantae, of good quality. That's what super means. So when I say superwoman, that means a very good woman. It means a pleasant woman. It means an excellent woman. It means a good quality woman, okay? So that's what you are when I mean superwoman. Yes, we can do a lot, but superwoman just means a very good, pleasant, excellent woman, period. And a lot of women are. A lot of women are. And so I want to talk about what a superwoman is not. A superwoman is not. A superwoman is not a trash compactor. Superwoman is not a trash compactor. Meaning, you just can't come to a superwoman and just think you can just dump all your trash, unload all your stuff on. And we got to carry the burden. We can't carry all our burdens and your burdens too. A superwoman does not necessarily carry all the burdens. But a superwoman knows how to unleash the burdens to her creator. A superwoman knows. A superwoman is not just like a superhero. We have emotions. We can not want to do stuff. And so as superwomen, we have to learn to say no. We as superwomen have to learn how to say no, because sometimes, we lean sometimes. We're like, oh, I got to take a pause. That just almost took me out. Finding the strength in you. Here's some ways to find the strength in you. That's right. Look, we ain't no trash compactor. Find the strength in you. You have to find the strength in you and kind of always build up. Because I was watching a Lisa Nichols video today, and she was saying, like, we can't give from our cup. We have to give from the saucer. We have to give, you ready now, Tennessee Blues? We have to give from the saucer, the overflow. We have to give from the overflow. Don't forget that. We have to give from the overflow. We can't give from the cup. Oh, I ain't got a cup. We can't give, and this is fill up with water, and we keep giving and giving and giving, and we're gonna be depleted. We're gonna be depleted because we can't give and give and give. We're gonna be depleted. So you got to give from the overflow, from the saucer. You got to give from that love from there. Because when we don't receive the love back from that person or that thing, you'll be okay because you still got it. You still got what you need in here. Yes. Miss CJ says, "Oh, superwoman is wise and have conquered some things in life. Victorious woman." Yes, we are. Thank you for that, CJ. A superwoman is wise and has conquered some things in life. So let's stick with the wise. We as superwomen are wise because you see that we see some women. They might not be super yet, but they're still women and they're still queens. But yet they're not wise sometimes, and they loud and they do all of this. But superwomen, we are wise, and we know how to come with what? Grace. And our words seasoned with what? What are our words seasoned with? Type it in the comments. Our words are what? I'm not a pastor. Look at Tennessee Blue. Our words are seasoned with what? Yeah, I got some Bible scholars. Salt. Seasoned with salt and grace, right? I've watched Mama Flora, the past couple days, and she was the grandmother. She showed so much love and so much wisdom. When her grandchildren or children were wrong, she didn't just bark at them. She used wisdom And she used self-mastery, meaning she was calm. She didn't just bark out whatever she wanted to. I knew Shantae. Look, I knew Shantae was gonna type it on the screen. So her words was seasoned with salt. Salt makes things taste better. Sometimes y'all just be splurring out stuff. Superwomen. I'm talking about finding the strength, but I'm also going to get into healing the superwoman. When a superwoman is healed, she will be wise. When a superwoman is healed, she will season her words with grace. She ain't going to come at you any kind of way. Because she realizes spirit, mind, and body. And she realizes people, and she knows people. She knows she can't come at you like this because you're going to think like this. Y'all know those people that come at you and you're like, their tone is all wrong. What they're saying is not wrong, but their tone is all wrong. Their tone is all wrong. Y'all know people like that. I know y'all do. Sometimes we do it sometimes too. But we have to learn how to learn people. We have to learn how to learn people. Everybody's not the same. And everybody goes through different walks of life. Colossians 4:6, thank you. Everybody had different walks of life. And you don't know what somebody else has been through. You don't know what somebody else has been through. Colossians 4:6. Let your speech at all times be gracious and pleasant, seasoned with salt, so that you will know how to answer each one who questions you. Thank you, Shantae. Let your speech at all times be gracious and pleasant, seasoned with salt, so that you will know how to answer each one who questions you. And sometimes that salt can be a little too salty. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can only be. Some people don't get niceness when you try to be nice. Sometimes you have to raise your voice up a little bit and show them you mean business. But I really want to talk about the healing the superwoman as well as we get into this. Healing the superwoman. How many of y'all, raise your hand, know that you have to be healed from some of your childhood trauma? Raise your hand, put a hand in the comment. You know that you have to be healed from some of your childhood trauma. Or you're healing from your childhood trauma. Nobody can heal you but yourself, which is God, really. The Spirit of God in you will heal you. People can help facilitate your healing. Therapists can help facilitate your healing. Counseling can help facilitate your healing. But nobody can really heal yourself but yourself. Meaning you have to go to God. I love my, look, I love Shantae. She's so wise. Wrong tone is like kryptonite to a superwoman. Too many times it is said to kill our spirit. Yes. Wrong tone. Okay? You don't take so much. And then them like, I didn't know you were like that. See what I'm talking about? No, I'm not like that. I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Right? I ain't no killer, but don't push me to be. I ain't never killed nobody, but don't push me to be. Yeah, let's talk about the healing. Yes, let's talk about the healing. The healing. So today I was meeting with my mentor. I had 2 great conversations today, and let's talk about healing. Therapy and just like healing. But when you are healing, you have a better glow about yourself. You're more confident in yourself when you know like how God created you and that the mess that you went through as a child, you can heal from and you can help others. Going to therapy and talking to somebody out, sometimes we need that to facilitate the start of our healing. some women out here are just mean and mean-faced and nasty, and they need to be healed, but they don't really realize that. They're holding on to that bitterness, holding on to anger, and we as superwomen, good quality, good, very good and pleasant, excellent women can't be holding on to all that angerness and bitterness. It makes you look mean. It makes you look old, period. But when you release it, you have a glow about yourself. When you are starting to do your own personal inner healing work, writing in your journals, praying and meditating to God, seeing some of your errors and seeing some errors of people and what you used to take and you're not going to take anymore because you value yourself more. There was a time that I really didn't, I thought I valued myself, but I probably really didn't value myself because it showed in some of the actions, which I didn't really think about. Sometimes we just go with the flow. And we just go with the flow sometimes. And don't really realize that, are we really valuing ourselves? What are we tolerating, what we won't tolerate? And sometimes we just don't know. Sometimes it takes another person to pour into you because you're depleted, to let you know that what you've been through, it's okay. Sometimes you need somebody to tell you that they see you and see the efforts that you're doing for your family. Because doing that, being a mother, is a thankless job until you get older. Then your children thank you and appreciate you more when you're older. We have to continue to lift each other up more. That's why the wristband is iron. That's why you gotta get the wristband. Get the wristband as a reminder. My girl Shantae said, counselors only can help what we tell them. We cannot share what we are not aware of. That's why we need divine counsel. Yes. My girl Elise says, you cannot face what you don't feel or something like that. It's like more of, if you don't, like Shantae just said, you cannot share what we are not aware of. So if you're not made aware of some things and you can't share it, and that's why you need your quiet time. That's why you need your quiet time. That's why you need to turn down, like, Little Prophet, Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. No, but that's why you need to turn down for what? You need to turn down the noise so you can get rest and find your strength, so you can heal and let God minister to you in your mind, so you can know your God voice. So you can know your God voice, how God speaks to you. So you won't be doubtful and fearful when that voice says don't do something, when that voice says talk about this, when your voice said this. It's the God voice. So you can understand your God voice, how heaven talks to you, how heaven gives you the messages on a daily basis, how your angels and ancestors work on your behalf and leave clues and messages for you on a regular, consistent basis. Once you become more healed and more evolved, then you can realize this connection was for this. This connection was for this. You can sit back and look over the past 40 years of your life and say, I had to meet this person to meet this person to meet this person to do this. Just like my girl Shantae, when we first moved down here in Georgia, our moms connected. And we were like a little family for a little bit, and then life spreads out, and folks spreads out, and now we're kind of getting back together again in our own right, divine time and divine connection. But that connection needed to be made over 30 years ago. My business coach, Anisha, hopefully Anisha come on. I said thank you for Anisha for introducing to my business coach who helped me with some mindset issues, some confident issues. But if it wasn't for me meeting Sharonda, or Anisha came to my thing before, but meeting Sharonda and meeting the other lady who I got introduced to, Anisha, who was talking about August, and August doing her thing, and I got intrigued, and now she's my business coach. So you get to intertwine all of the connections you have made. Once you are able to, like I said on yesterday, the world wants you to be all about the world. Overly thinking about the world's issue. Overly into the world. What the world got going on. Versus you picking up and being still and being quiet. The world, have you noticed the world is so freaking noisy? The world keeps on giving. Tennessee Blue, you are so funny. The world is the one that keeps you on our phone and on the TV, looking at this constantly. There's constantly stuff on TV. Social media is constantly going. And they don't want you to stop. But we have to stop in order to get to know who we really are. Spirit, mind, and body. Spirit, get your spirit, your mind right, and then your body. I got to get this body better. Spirit, mind, and body. Spirit, mind, and body. I'm going to repeat it again. Spirit, mind, and body in that order. And my girl, Alicia Johnson, has this perfect saying. It's like, for whatever happens in the supernatural, there's a corresponding parallel in the natural. Something like that. The Bible says, for on earth as it is in heaven. Tennessee Blues, you are too funny. Guys, I'm thinking that the world is shifting. More women are getting therapy and counseling for childhood trauma, from molestation to rape to just like different kind of social, different kind of family dynamics. They are getting healed from it, and you can tell. They're talking things out, because a lot of the things that we've been through a child is affecting us now, because we are quote unquote mid-year if you're 40 and up. If you're 40 and up, you are kind of in your mid-year, your midlife, really. And so some of those things you have to work out in order to move ahead. Some of the things and mindsets and things that you thought, like, why am I thinking about my daddy issues? I'm 40 years old. Why am I thinking about different kind of situations from back then, now? Because those are some unresolved residue of energies, emotions that you have to clear up and get unblocked so you can move higher to your higher self. To your higher self. My girl said every natural situation has a spiritual connotation. Did I tell you she wise? Did I tell you she wise, Miss Shantae? Hey, Yvette! Dr. Yvette! Yvette, is this the Yvette that's on my text message list, Miss Yvette? And you that Yvette? Yes, you are. Hey, Yvette, thanks for joining. Got another SuperWoman checking in. But I'm talking about healing and therapy for the SuperWoman. We're still great. But there is I'm seeing there's some healing. Women walking around with fat. Yeah, Yvette, Dr. Yvette. Then I want to give you the proper Dr. Yvette. Some women are walking around with sad faces. You can tell. You can tell when women go through something, because it's wearing on your face. You can tell, like, a woman that doesn't have a glow on them, she's probably going through something right now. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe Shantae can help me with it. But the energy, the low frequency energy wears, and you can see it on a person. I guess when they're living in fear and doubt. When they're living in fear and doubt, you can see all that low vibrating stuff. Because, guys, God has given us intuition. He has given us the tools that we need inside. But because we have been taught at an early age not to listen to ourselves. Our parents said, no, you ain't think that. Nah, that's wrong. No. Or when you're younger, you're more connected to the spirit world when you're younger, and you telling somebody that person ain't good for them. They ain't good for them. You tell them that they ain't good for them, right? A child. But the parent or an adult says, no, you're wrong. That you're wrong. So therefore, we continue that of not listening to what the spirit, our inner voice, our soul tells us. Because we were taught that as a young age not to believe what we think, that we're wrong. Internal distresses causes external distortion. And so we still they get that now. And so in order to combat that, we have to be still and be quiet and relearn God's voice. Relearn how God speaks to us. When you're doing, like when I'm doing some mails today, when I get off this live and do my send out my emails and the tasks I got to do this evening. The task that I got to do this evening, I don't play. I used to have like background noise. I don't have background noise no more. I don't have the background noise no more. So I can get thoughts and downloads and everything. You got to get still and you got to get quiet. People are afraid of, it's too quiet. Sometimes I'm like that, but like, it's too quiet. You need to be able to hear God's voice. You need to be able to hear that still small voice. You need to be able to hear your God voice, your inner guidance. That would give you the wisdom and knowledge that you need. And guys, when I tell you, you'll get the download. Because this Expo, guys, because this Expo ain't nothing but God. I'm actually manifesting and meeting my goals with this Expo because it's Him. He's the one like told me to pick the speaker because I didn't ask a bunch of people. The people that I did ask, and one person, she never did get back with me, but that's fine. But other than that, everybody that I asked said yes. Dr. Yvette says, events of the past create who we are today. We must work on the interchange. Exactly. And one of my panelists, Terry, has a book. Hold on a second. She is a featured vendor, and Miss Terry Grace has this book called 10 Simple Strategies for a Happier You, Changing the World from Inside Out. Hey, Crystal. She has some great things, again, changing the world from inside out. And I was reading some of this book, and I'm like, oh, I practiced some of this. So back to finding the strength in you, you can practice gratitude. Love your body without condition. This book is pretty good, y'all. So she's going to be on a panel of women health and healing, Miss Terry Grace. She talks about changing the world from inside out. Good book, y'all. She talks about from inside out. But when I said, when I was talking about my speaker, I was talking about my speakers, Crystal, and I said, one of the people that I asked for, and I know it's God, because everybody said yes. And again, I'm so close to meeting I met my vendor goal, right? And I'm so close to meeting my people that are registering for the Expo goal. I told you I'm gonna get it. Say two. Say two. I need 2 more people. Then I hit my 100. What the young folks said, 100. I'll hit my 100 goal. I have 100 people registered for this virtual Expo. I'm excited. That's how I know it's God. That's how I know it's God had me choose the right speakers to hear whatever messages that my speakers have to say. Yes, look, Renata, I need is 2. Whatever my speakers have to say, guys. One of my speakers right there is August Crenshaw going to be bringing it. My girl, Crystal Croker. And we got Miss Real Estate, Miss Breonna Rozier. So whatever these two women have to say, these three women have to say, it's going to be powerful. 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 And that's why, guys, also, whatever God has for you, it's going to work. He going to make the provision. He going to get the stuff for you to make it happen and make it happen right. I'm not sure if you heard about the Willie Moore, I think it was Willie Moore Jr., one of his, when he was talking on the other day, and he was saying, like, where he is now, it took him, he said it took him frozen, but we're back. We had got frozen, but we're back. We had got frozen, but we are back. I think it's going to combine all of it. I don't know. But we're back. So put something in the comments that I know that you are still here to know that we are back. We are back. We are back. Because we're about to talk about our fallen superwomen. We're about to talk about the fallen superwomen. Okay. Yes, thank you. I love my swag, you ladies. Yes, superwomen. Yes. Okay. Willie Moore Jr., yeah. So let me see if I can actually find it so I can play it for y'all. Let me see if I can find it so I can play it for y'all. Okay, good. Let me see if I can play it for y'all because those words were like, and I saved it. What he said was very, very kind of powerful in a sense. It's really talking about how he met Tyler Perry. And so I'm about to play it for y'all. Hold on just a second. Cause that way y'all got to say stuff. Y'all better be using these resources, right? So when you go back, you're like, okay, you can pull it back up. So give me just a second. You gotta love technology. So I'm about to play it. Here it is, right here. So that time, the time I talked to Tyler Perry, what I learned. So let me go ahead and share my screen. All right.
Check 1, 2, 3. It is time for us to go live. What up, fam bam? Willie Moore Jr. here. You up close and personal with your boy. Do me a favor if you're watching this on the rebroadcast. I'm about to tell you one of the funniest stories ever. The time when I connected with Mr. Tyler Perry on the Willie Moore Jr. show. If you are unfamiliar with the Willie Moore Jr. show, make sure you tune in. I'm going to wait for some people to come in, and then we're going to get to it. This is the YFS Experience. Another week of, just kind of changing up the format. I promise you next week, we definitely going to have Hype Man D Stone on the ones and twos. So represent your city real quick. I'm really enjoying having the opportunity to sit down with y'all and hang out. If you can hear me well, put a thumbs up or say yes, you can hear me really, really well. Yep, check 1, 2, 2, 2. Yep. What's up, everybody? I got to tell y'all this funny story, and it's going to inspire you. Do me. Yes, they are back for our relationship, God, despite. Just be honest. Put it in the comments. Right. So I'm sitting here depending on people to do what they're supposed to do. They're not doing it. People making promises. So I just made up in my mind I got to leave St. Louis because camera don't look as good as theirs. But I said, you know what? I got favor. So I ended up coming second in the competition. And I thought, well, this has to mean Tyler Perry knows me, right? This got to mean that Tyler Perry knows your boy. So I'm like, I got to go to Atlanta. I was originally about to go to Los Angeles, but then I kind of had this resident prophet who told me, "Preacher, I seen a vision," and I was like, "Where you see a vision?" I was hoping he didn't see what I was watching on the computer the week before, because it wasn't holy, right? I was like, the prophet come to you and you doing wrong, you be looking at the prophet like, I hope the prophet don't know what I did last summer. You know what I mean? Because he was kind of spooky, but I love him. He's my brother, right? He could see right through me. And so he's like, I had a vision. I seen you in Atlanta. And I was like, in Atlanta? He's like, yeah, I was just thinking about Atlanta. He's like, yeah, that's where God gonna meet you. I was like, okay, cool. So now I'm really about to go meet Tyler Perry. Okay, I'm about to go meet Tyler Perry. So I go online and I try to find as many apartments as close to Tyler Perry Studios as I can. Now, understand, I don't know that this Southwest Atlanta neighborhood that I have taken upon the responsibility of finding an apartment is in the middle of the neighborhood. And I say neighborhood kindly because it's really the hood. Now, I'm gonna keep 100. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm from Berkeley, Missouri. And, it was hood, but everybody know each other, so it don't feel like you in the hood. We kind of all in the same boat. Like if somebody get robbed, you might know who robbed them and you know who got robbed. It's just, you got friends. But this is a totally different neighborhood. But I have to get down there to be with Tyler Perry. Tell my wife, I'm like, babe, I'm gonna move to Atlanta. She's like, well, you going down there by yourself? You ain't got no job. You ain't got no job down there. I ain't going down there. So I ended up going by myself. So let me fast forward the story. I did not get an opportunity to meet Tyler Perry while I lived in that place. I'm living like literally walking distance from Tyler Perry Studios. And it seemed like all was lost, right? It seemed like everything was just lost. But I kept doing those videos despite of what was going on and the fact that I did not meet him. So to the left, let's just go, because I still met him, but let's just take a pause right there. Maybe there was something in the season that you thought you were supposed to do, that you thought was going to happen, some people that you were supposed to meet with, and it did not work out to the best of the ability in which you thought it was going to be, and that may have discouraged you. Let's just pause right there. My question to you right now, have you stopped something that God has called you to do because of disappointment? Yeah. I just want to sit in there real quick because I want to let you know that this disappointment is still going to come. I knew that I was on the right path. The prophet had already told me to come to Atlanta. I felt peace in my spirit. I let peace be my umpire, right? But the moment that you get into the place where you're supposed to be, adversity comes. And many times we stop, we quit, we pause. If you're in a pause, stop, quit moment in life, I want to encourage you to rev back up and get started, because the call still stands on your life. The purpose still stands on your life, despite of what's happening right now. Forward, I'm sitting in this apartment, probably it's about as big as this studio that I'm in right now. Still don't have no money. But I just began to serve. I served the ministry with a guy by the name of Canton Jones. The Bible says the greatest among us will serve. I kept serving. All right, guys, I ran into this radio opportunity. Listen closely to this. And let me tell you this radio story real quick. We still gonna get to Tyler Perry because I did meet him 2-3 times now, right? And so I walk in, I'm serving Canton Jones. I got Canton Jones bags, and Canton Jones is an amazing gospel artist. Make sure you follow me, doing some amazing stuff. So I got these bags, right? So I got the bags and I'm going over here to the radio station. These are Canton Jones bags. I walk in, Derek Harper, the program director, was like, it was kind of like a Coming to America moment. It is you, P-Dub, Willie Moore Jr. I was like, yeah, what's going on? What I do? I promise I ain't never been in this radio station. He said, we just picked up your show. I said, what show? I ain't got no show. He said, your radio show. Now, let me tell y'all something. I wasn't on nobody radio, but I was serving again to White Stone, one of my dear brothers. I'm serving his ministry. Being the comic relief on his radio show, it gets picked up. He rushes me in with Darling. Amazing interview about a show that I don't even really know about because I'm just serving. I texted White. I said to White, man, listen, man, you got to tell me a little bit about this show. They about to put me in because we come home this weekend. He's living in Alabama. He has a job. I don't. So he's real calm, cool, and collected. I'm like, bro, we got a whole market that I live in, meaning that I get to be on the radio here, and you ain't told me nothing. I was a little upset about that. But I get on the interview. Long story short, you fast forward it 2 years later, I end up getting this syndicated radio show, the Willie Moore Jr. show, touching 1.7 million people in 29 markets across the country. And then I get a call from Tyler Perry's team to do an interview. Now, the day before the interview, I'll be honest with you, I was so nervous as if I was going to see him in person. I was like, man, I'm about to interview Tyler Perry. I get on the phone with Tyler Perry. Hello? Yeah, and I said, hey, Willie Moe Jr. here. What's going on, Tyler? He was like, it's the Willie Moe Jr. show. He's singing, Willie Moe Jr. show. It's the Willie Moe Jr. show. I'm like, oh my God, Tyler Perry is singing my name. We have an amazing interview. We actually have close friends, and like my mentor, Bishop Bronner, and him are very best friend. They're best friends as well. And so we're so close in proximity, and I've been able to go over to his studios and interview him for some of his movies, and who knows what their relationship is going to be. But that took 8 years, 7 to 8 years before we really hooked up in a more intimate way, right? So what I'm telling you is that God may give you an opportunity in your heart and in your mind and in your spirit, and you may see it very clear, but it may take longer than you think. Last week we talked about Habakkuk 2. Making it plain, but the scripture goes on to talk about the appointed time.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? That's what I really just want y'all to talk about. When is God and when it's orchestrated by God, it may take some years. He goes on to say delayed but not denied. And so this main thing I want to say to y'all, some of the stuff that y'all have in your ideas, want it good. Girl, want it good. I don't want to, keep on with that. He went on to like the next 3 minutes is pretty good. But he wanted to talk about being delayed and not denied. I have my girl Alicia Johnson with Always Journal. Like when she started 4 or 5 years ago, it ain't what it was, what it is now. SuperWoman StillStanding, I did it in 2017. This is going on my fourth, 18, 19, 20, my third year with my fourth Expo. And it's only going to get better and better. I thank God for Crystal choosing to be saying yes. A lot of the folks coming from her to signing up, praise God. But and for folks sharing. See, I know this is gonna be a powerful Expo. Y'all gonna have to come on in. And if you miss any portion of the speakers, it's $27. $27. The link's not up yet, but it's $27. And I'm just excited, guys. I'm excited. Again, let me share with you. Let me share with you with the speakers. We have Crystal Croker. She's speaker number 2. We have Breonna Roser. She's speaker number 3. And we have my business coach, August Crenshaw, is speaker number 4. This also is brought to you by one of our sponsors. Brought to you by one of our sponsors, my girl, Kizzy McCrae with limitless possibilities. She is one of our sponsors for the Women's Expo this year. Thank you so much, Kizzy, if you watch the replay, for sponsoring this. If you want to be a sponsor, let me know. Your logo will be shout out this entire month as well as the Expo. We also have Miss Grace Terry. Miss Grace Terry is our she's on the panel. Oh, guys, guess what? Guess what, y'all? Guess who just said yes to being on the panel? My first lady. Lenee Morgan is going to be on the panel for women's health and healing, guys. My health and healing panel, we might go past that 20-minute segment because we got some awesome people. Miss Grace. I believe she's a real life angel. We have Miss Grace. We have Miss Tanja Simon Lee on the panel, guys. I'm excited just about the panel discussion on women's health and women's healing. So you want to go ahead and sign up for this amazing expo, guys. This amazing expo. I hope y'all been paying attention to some of the stuff that I've been posting. Yeah. This is the link right here to register for the expo, bit.ly/2020. 2020, guys. If you want to keep and get inspired, y'all, on Saturday, I have a phenomenal Anitra Lane. I am interviewing Anitra Lane on this Saturday on SuperWoman Still Standing Saturdays on the Life.Live, Middle Georgia's #1 inspiration streaming station, and she's going to be talking about sexual assault in the military and her PTSD and living with that and being SuperWoman surviving PTSD, to still standing from sexual assault trauma. All right. That's Anitra. You're not going to want to miss Saturday's broadcast, guys. But all next week is SuperWomen's, I'm going to call it a week because we're having the fest on that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, you all know about the Expo on Sunday. The Expo is Sunday. We're going to have a little meet and greet pajama jam thing on Friday, and on Saturday, we're going to have our 2021 Vision Board Day Party. Plan to get paid for 2021. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Are you excited, DJ? Oh, thank you. Yes. I'm just excited, guys, for I'm just so excited for our the expo, for the speakers, and just the movement all around, guys. So make sure that if you don't get a wristband, make sure that you try to get a wristband, guys, so you can wear it, pass it around, help support the movement for this month. Next year is going to be way super duper better. Let me see. Can y'all see it? There we go. This is the old one. This is the new. Let me show the new one. That's the old wristband. This is they like the font better. See, SuperWoman Still Standing. So yeah. Hey. So yeah, I'm not gonna take too much more time. I got some emails to send out. Y'all know people don't follow directions. Do y'all know folks don't follow directions? What do you mean by that, Theron? Tennessee Blue, you are too funny. What I mean is, when you sign up for the expo, right, you have to go into the funnel, get your name, number, and email address. Then you click on continue to register for the Zoom, right? Folks ain't following directions. There's like 20 folks from that did not click on to register for the Zoom. And then they're not in the group yet. I should have them. The amount of people that have registered, I should have all of them in the group. I should have all 99 probably now. Let's see what it is. I should have all 99 people in the group. But I don't think so. Let's check it out. But let's take a break and listen to some music though. Let me check, see if y'all following directions. I'm still at 98, y'all. Got 2 more people need to sign up for this expo. I'll be at my goal, y'all. Hey, a D double, yes. I'm so glad, y'all. But we're gonna end this. Oh, I forgot. Before we go, we're gonna honor 2 superwomen that have fallen, and we're gonna talk about their cases real quick. Sorry, y'all. So I'm gonna let y'all read this. I'm gonna let y'all read this right here. Police ruled Tamla Horsford death in an adult sleepover party in 2018 as accidental, but amid renewed discussion about race, politics, and equal treatment under the law, the case has sparked public outcry. And she says her sister says she's a super mom. She made sure she could provide for them. She always the type of person who would stand up for the little guys. Let me give you some tragic, little bit behind the scenes on this story about Tamla Horsford. Say my name. Tamla Horsford went to an adult football mom slumber party, right? She went to a football mom slumber party. And she's the only black mom, but she's the only one that died. So they're going to, and it was in Forsyth County, I believe, Cummings, Georgia. It says right here, Horsford went to a friend's sleepover party at a home in North Georgia. It's not North Georgia, it's Cummings, which is Middle Georgia, which is like a little bit of Middle Georgia, Forsyth County. And the next one, the 40-year-old was found in her pajamas, unresponsive in the backyard, like she had fallen. The autopsy uncovered her blood alcohol of 2.3, nearly 3 times the legal driving, but she wasn't driving. It says traces of marijuana and Xanax were found. And someone says she'd never seen her sister sloppy, drunk, and incoherent. And so they're just saying it was an accident. But it says the placement of the body, the multitude of injuries that I would consider to be defensive injuries, and the incompensable post-mortem bleeding. And so they conducted their thing, and they're saying that, we need answers. None of this makes sense. And so Horsford's mother said, we just want justice. The boys and I want justice. And so, guys, that is a horrible, okay, Tennessee Blue. That is one of our fallen superwomen, Tamla Horsford. So they're thinking about reopening up her case. Tamla Horsford. And of course, about Breonna Taylor. They are looking into it says black woman to lead police force reeling from Breonna Taylor shooting. So we're still not letting them down about Breonna Taylor's shooting. And before I go, there is a woman. We're not going to call her so super because she's not that wise. She was a white GW professional who admitted to posing as a black woman. Okay? She pretended to be black throughout her adult life. Okay? She and GW stands for George Washington University. And so here is the picture of the not so. Do y'all want her to be a superwoman or not? Okay? These are the little things we're gonna talk about. She could be a superwoman, but we're gonna take a cape away from her for right now. Okay? We're going to cover up the S right now. We're going to cover up the S. I listen, Tennessee Blues, but this is the person right here that pretended to be Jessica Krug, the white professor at George Washington University, admitted to pretending to be black throughout her adult life, and she resigned from her position. So she was saying that she admits to pretending to be black. You should absolutely cancel me. So she actually resigned. And this has been very not in the news, but not in the news. That she's been saying she's black. I'm also Puerto Rican. And so I guess she's also teaching African history at the school. So guys, we have to continue to be careful. There's some perpetrators, superwomen out here that are perpetrating, okay? That's what we call it. Perpetrating superwomen, right? Or counterfeit. Cubic zirconic superwoman out here, right? Because all her resume, you think she's a superwoman, but she's cubic zirconic, right? Y'all, we got to pray for people like that right there. We have to pray for people like that. But yeah. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to my Facebook Live, Finding Your Strength, Superwomen. Don't forget, this whole entire month is to honor and celebrate you. We already had our day on 9/8, but every day is a day to celebrate you. And so this month in particular, we want to take the time so you can go ahead and close it here because it gives you all this extra stuff. We need to celebrate you. Take them shackles off your feet so you can dance and let loose. As my girl Crystal told me the other day, coasting with the Holy Ghost. I like that. Coast with the Holy Ghost. Allow God to flow and free. Don't be so in control of your life. Don't be so in control that you can't let God do anything. We gotta fix this nail right here. I'm about to break. Don't be so in control and want to hold on to your life and hold on to so much that God can't use you and God can't do nothing through you. You got to let go and let God. Well, let go and let God is not an easy thing. Let go and let God is not an easy thing. Letting go and letting God is not an easy thing when it comes to children, because we want to be so nosy. We want to be so nosy. We want to be so nosy. God knows. And if you trust God, and if you want my last live yesterday, I talked about the shift, getting your shift together. In the second Tennessee Blues. Yeah. I don't know what I was talking about. God. Letting God, Tennessee Blues and Periscope is just like blowing up these comments, y'all. That's why I'm looking and laughing. But yeah, setting yourself free, letting go and letting God do his thing in you and through you. That's the best thing. And before I go, this little tip. Once you learn who you are in God, in this world, your mission and everything, you ain't gonna let life kind of bother you. Once you learn there's different seasons and cycles of life, the lesson season, the losses season, the blessing, the lessons, the losses, the losses, the lessons, and the blessing season. Once you learn those right there, guys, life is a little more easier to manage and to go through. I ain't say life's gonna be easier, but life is a little easier to manage and to go through when you know who's in control, when you know that at the end of, you have to notice at the end of the day, you win. At the end of the day, you're going to come out strong. At the end of the day, period. So when you're going through your losses and you feel like you're almost going to have a nervous breakdown, you know this is only temporary, and at the end you're going to win. When them hard lessons you got to learn about forgiveness, forgiving people. That's not an easy lesson to learn to forgive. When you have to learn about rejection, being rejected, the lessons from that, all the stuff that you got into that you learned. It's not an easy thing, but you're going to have to know that after the losses, after the lessons, come the blessings. And we're not all in the same cycle and season of life right now. The same thing with seed time and harvest. But the losses, the lessons, and the blessings, you have to know that they come in your life. 1 year, this year is like the losses. First, maybe the first 2 years, the losses, and then the lessons come. And you're learning more about yourself and learning what you will take and what you won't take. You're learning more about yourself. I'm learning what I'll take and what I won't take. I'm learning more about people and how people project their own doubts and fears onto you. They project it onto you by telling you stuff, saying how you're acting when you're not really acting that way. And you kind of take that in as, am I doing this? Am I being this? When it's not. Remember, people are going to project what they feel on you. When they say, oh, you're doing this, and you feel like you're not, believe yourself. Believe yourself, SuperWomen. Believe your thoughts. Believe it. If you don't like somebody for a certain reason, believe it. Believe that. Or somebody don't do you, or that vibe ain't right, believe that vibe. Believe that vibe. Y'all still with me on Facebook? Believe that vibe. Don't doubt. Don't doubt that inner voice. Don't doubt saying don't go that way. Don't doubt when this voice speaks to you and it tells you to tell somebody something. Don't doubt. Don't doubt that inner voice. Don't sell yourself short. Do not disrupt your soul. Because we've done it too much. Now it's time to rise up. Hear the voice. Listen. And give other folks wisdom. We don't want to. We got folks who are spiritually gifted and don't want to and afraid to use their gifts. God told them to tell somebody else something, and they don't want to do it because they don't want people to think that they're crazy because they have a spiritual eye, spiritual gifting. They're clairvoyant. I think they know. You gotta know your clairs. Some people can just touch people and they can and tell them stuff about them. Some people can just see visions. Some people can do that. We all have spiritual talents, abilities, gifts, and strengths. How God talks to you. All right, I'm going to get off of this. I've been on an hour, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all have a great night. Don't forget to register for the Expo, bit.ly/2020 SWSS Expo. There'll be giveaways. We'll have vendors. We have giveaways, we have vendors, and a lot going on. So go ahead and get the link to register. Because even if you can't go, you can get access to the recording to the 3 speakers, to our 2 workshops. I forgot to tell you about the workshops. We're having a credit repair workshop and a hair care workshop toward the end of it, guys. I'm excited. It's going to be amazing. Y'all have, let's go ahead and look to this. This is my news. This is my jam now. Come on. Oh, thank y'all. Thank you for registering. I think about my goal, y'all. Hold on. Before we go. Type in goal. Darren, did you meet your goal? Type in goal. Type in goal in the comments. Type in goal. Guys, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there to 100 people that register. I'm going to let y'all know I'm going to do a post tomorrow. We're at 99. One more. Put a 1 in the, yes. That thing now, we're so close, y'all. Go, yes. We're almost at the goal. I'm going to get that one person for tonight. I'm going to get that one more person for tonight. Yes. I'm just so excited. Yes, see, look. Yes. This my SuperWoman checking in. Yes. We got Lisa, yes. Yes, Crystal. Yes. One more. I'm just double checking. I'm so excited though. I'm gonna hit it though. And y'all will know tomorrow. We're gonna get that. We're gonna hit that one more time tonight, guys. So let's ride out with the song "Set Me Free." Set me free. I'm gonna play that song before we go, y'all. Hold on. On my feet, yeah, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free? Hey, come on. Break this hold on me. Shackles on my feet, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free? Thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. We about to jam it out. Let me go. Let me go. Come on. This is my new jam right here, guys. The tax rate. Hey. This is Lecrae and YK Osiris. Lecrae and Osiris. Jesus set me free. Break this hold on me. Hey. Break this hold on my feet. Yeah. Go ahead, Tennessee. Go ahead and do it, Tennessee. Devil me down for me. Hey. Hey. Don't get to the beat like that. Hey. Hey. People talking down on me, I guess that's how it go. They don't know, that's on me. Yeah, my look, I feel like I'm in a Cadillac. Crystal, you remember the Cadillac? Hey. Whoa. Hey. Don't forget, guys, you can share. If you want to share your story and be interviewed, go to that link right there, y'all. Go to that link right there to get interviewed to share your story, guys. Break this hold on me. All right, guys. I'm signing out, guys. Y'all have a good night. See y'all tomorrow. I got them